In this demonstration, I'm going to show you guys how to install WordPress manually through FTP. So we're going to be downloading the file from WordPress directly, and we're going to upload it to our file server, and we are going to manually create the database, enter all of the information, manually install WordPress, and go through the entire process and get our WordPress website up and running and logged into the administration portal. So the first step is to log into our cPanel. Again, in my case, it's going to be demo.josephali.com/cPanel, and this will automatically forward me to my login. I'm going to go ahead and log in to access my cPanel dashboard. Now that we have access to the dashboard, there's two main things to note in this process. We're going to be accessing the file manager to manually upload the WordPress package to our server. And the second thing is we're going to be accessing and creating a MySQL database and user package. So these are the two tools we're going to be using in cPanel. So we're going to go into File Manager and access our website roots. So it's going to be public_HTML. And in our previous lesson, I installed WordPress using the cPanel one-click installer, and this is that directory right here. So this WordPress directory is an entire WordPress install. So if I was to go to demo.josephali.com/WordPress, here you will see the website I set up using cPanel's built-in WordPress installer software. For this tutorial, I am going to install install this WordPress package into a separate folder. So it's going to be installed under for this we can say let's say news. So we're going to create a new folder called news. Here is essentially where the WordPress package is going to go and where we're going to initiate the install process. So the next step is to actually get the WordPress package. We're going to go to wordpress.org and download WordPress. It is completely free. It's important to differentiate wordpress.org and wordpress.com. WordPress.com is a completely separate entity. It's a privately owned company, I believe by Automatic. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong on that, but they're not part of WordPress organization. They actually charge for their services for their WordPress hosting. WordPress is actually open source, so you can install it on your own server for free. So in this case, we're going to download it, and my Chrome is downloading the package. If we open and expand the package here, we'll see that this is the entire WordPress package. So this is essentially, we're looking at the root of WordPress. What we're going to want to do is, I'm going to, right here, copy this to my desktop, and we're going to upload it to the directory. So we're going to upload, select the file, desktop, WordPress, and it's going to upload the entire zip. So now, using the built-in cPanel file manager, because it has all of this built into it, we're able to extract it. So we can extract the files or unzip them on the server. So now we have our WordPress. I'm going to delete this since we don't need this anymore. And now we have our WordPress website. The one discrepancy here is when we extracted it, it's installed it under its own roots folder, which was, if I'm not mistaken, WordPress. So what we want to do is select all this content, select all, and move it to just news. Okay, so now this WordPress directory is empty, so we can delete that. And under news, so under demo.josephvalley.com, this is the roots, /news, we'll have this separate WordPress install. So if we test that out, demo.josephvalley.com/news, we're greeted with the WordPress setup page. So in this case, I'm going to go through the process. I'm going to continue. So here's an important step in this whole process, is actually creating the database name, username, password, and entering it into WordPress. We haven't created the database information just yet, but we did note that initially. What we want to do is, let's see, if I can get back to cPanel, and I'm going to go to MySQL. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new database for this WordPress install. So I'm going to do Joseph News, create database, and the database has successfully been created. And the second step is to create a new user. So I'm going to do news admin, password, I'm going to generate it. Okay, and I'm going to create the user. So we have successfully created this user. And one more step is, so we have to add the privileges to this user and then give the user access to the database. So Joseph News admin is going to get access to Joseph News. I'm going to grant them all privileges and make the changes. So we're basically set as far as creating our database and all the information in cPanel. Now we can go back to WordPress and enter information. So database name is Joseph News. Username is Joseph News admin, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Joseph News, yes. Password, copy and paste that. Localhost, because this is the same, the database is on the same server as the actual website. And submits. Alright, it works. It says they made the connection to a database, and now we're going to install it. So we're going to create the names. We can say Joseph Ali's News Websites. Joseph, password, I'm going to copy that. joe@develop.media. And yes, I want to be indexed by Google. Install WordPress. And we have installed WordPress, and it has automatically redirected me to the login, admin login. So I'm going to paste the password that I created, and boom, Joseph Ali's News website. I'm going to go to the front end of it, and boom, we have manually installed WordPress using the FTP method and uploading the package that we downloaded directly from WordPress. This process is a little bit longer than the one-click installer built into cPanel, so it's up to you how which method you want to use. I would personally suggest going through both methods just to familiarize yourself with the process, because to be honest, once you have a website, you're probably going to be going through the FTP file manager process a few times, so it's better to familiarize yourself with it. But that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.